of this 2018 GCE Paper 1 as we prepare for the final exam. All right. So there was an interruption in the first live video. Okay, so this is the continuation. So we're going to continue now. For the sake of those who don't understand what we are doing, or who don't understand what we did here, the first question, this is A union B complement. We are given this set here. So what you need to do is combine set A and set B, then remove it completely. That's what it means, complement. Complement, it means excluding. So when we combine set A, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when you remove 6 from the universal set, we're going to remain with 7 and 8, and that is the what? And that is the answer. Okay, let's go to question B. Question B here is saying the scale of a map is 1 to 20,000. Okay, that is the scale. The actual area of the residential plots is 60 kilometers or square kilometers. Calculate the area of the residential plots on the map in square centimeters. Okay, so I already started calculating here, doing the conversion, that 1 kilometer is equivalent to 1,000 meters. So you just multiply by 1,000, it's 1,000 meters. Then 1,000 meters to centimeters is what? You just multiply by what? By 100, which is what? Which is going to give us 100,000 centimeters. So 100,000 centimeters is just the same as 1 kilometer. Now we need area. Okay, area. Therefore, what we're going to do here is that we're going to say 1 kilometer squared is equivalent to this same area, which is what? 100,000 squared. Okay, so this one will be squared. Now, when you square this, is the same as we have 10 to the power what? To the power the number of zeros here you're going to have. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now when you square this, it means we're going to have times 2. So 5 times 2, 10. So the same as of what? 10 cubic centimeters. So I've done this so that I just reduce the number of what? The number of zeros. Okay, guys, tell me where you are watching from. Tell me where you are watching from. All right, so we have therefore, since we have 60 kilometers here, therefore 60 kilometers squared. What is 60 kilometers squared in centimeters? This is very simple. Since 1 kilometer is 10 to the power 10 cubic centimeters, then 60 kilometers squared is the same as 60 times 10 to the power 10, which is just the same as, check, just add it's just the same as 6 times 10 to the power, since we have another 0 here, it will be 11. So the same as 60 times 10 to the power 11, since we now have 11 what? 11 zeros. Okay. Mwinga Mwando, you are welcome, watching from Kabwe. This is Central Province. Okay, you are welcome. I hope you are going to enjoy this live lesson. Okay, so after converting this, so this is now in centimeters what? Squared. After converting this, what do? You're going to apply now the scale area scale ratio. Okay, so this is 1 to 20,000. Okay, this is what we're given. We're given 1 to 20,000. Okay, which means 1 kilometer is 20,000 centimeters on the map. Okay, so we're going to square this. Since we are calculating area, we're going to square this, and this is just going to give us 1, 2, because 1 squared is just 1, 2 squared is 4. Now, when you square these zeros of 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to have what? Double of this number, which is 8 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm okay. Then we can now do this actual area or actual area. Yes, actual area on map. Okay, or area on the map is equals to so it says area on the map is equals to actual area over this conversion which we've done here, which is 40. Is it 400,000? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 zeros. Okay. Okay. 8 zeros. Now, what is the actual area? Okay, the actual area is this, which is 60 times 10 to the power 11 over 40. So this is raised to the power 8. So you can just say 4 times 10 to the power 8. We have 8 zeros. Okay, Obi. How do you pronounce this one? Putiane Makwinja from South Africa. You are welcome. Thank you so much for joining this live lesson. Okay, we are on question 2. We are going to answer a number of questions here, okay, in this paper. So when you are doing this, this is easy. We're almost done. Okay, we are almost done. Remember, this is 10 to the power 11. This is 10 to the power 8. So you can just subtract the powers since we are dividing here. Okay, same base 10, 10. So we can just do what? We can just subtract the powers. Okay, so what we can do here, we can just say how many? 4 into 6. 4 into 6. This one goes in. 4 into 6 goes there. 1. Remainder 2. Okay, then it becomes what? 4 into 2 point. Then the remainder becomes 20, and it will be what? 4 into 20, 5 times. What are we going to remain with here? We're going to remain with 10 to the power 11 minus 8, 2. Okay, is it 2? 3. Okay, it's 3. So check. This is the same. This is just the same as we have 1,000. This is the same as we have 1.5 times 1,000. So we're going to move the point 3 times to the what? To the right. Okay, so we're going to say 1, 2, 3, and we're going to remain with we're going to have 1, 5, so 0 here and 0. So we're going to have 1,500 cubic centimeters, and this is the area, and this is the area on the ground. Okay. Yes. Mwinga Mwando, you are correct. It's 1,500 cubic centimeters. Okay, let's proceed. Let's go to the next question. So this is question 9. Let's go to question what? To question 10. This is question 10, and question 10 is saying the difference in longitude between town A and B, okay, is 105. All right, that is the difference in what? The difference in longitude. Now, a family, by the way, there's another information here saying B is west of A. Good. B is west of A. A family at A was watching a football match. A family at A was watching a football match at 16 hours. At 16 hours. Sianga, hi, how are you? Where are you watching from? All right, so B is west of A. This is important here. A family at A was watching a football match at 16 hours. At what time did a family at B watch the same match? This is simple. And this is just one mark. Okay? This is very simple. So what we're going to do here, check. Look, write the two sides. We have point B and point A. So they're saying B is west of A. Yes. So this side is east. This side is what? Is west. So what you do here, the difference in longitude between the two is 105. Simple. You know that we use longitude to calculate what? To calculate time. Okay, we use longitude, and we have been given the difference in longitude. So this is not a big deal. Okay, so the time at A here was 16 hours. So 16 hours here. Okay, 16 hours. Then they're saying, what time did the family at B watch the same match? So what we're going to do is to calculate time difference. What is the difference between the two towns? So we're going to say you know that 1 hour is equivalent to how many degrees? 15 degrees. Okay, 15 degrees. And how many hours, which is this is what we want to calculate. X is 105. We're given 105 here degrees. Then we cross multiply. X times 15, we're going to have 15x is equals to 1 times 105. We're going to have 105. Then we are going to divide by 15 by 15. Okay, then x is equals to 15 into 105. If my mind serves me, is it 6? How many times does 15 go into 105? What's the answer? 7. Okay, 7, because in 15 times 6 is what? 15 times 6 is 90. So it goes into 105. 7. So 7 hours is the difference in time between the two towns. Now, what is the actual time? So actual time. What is the actual time, guys? So I'm taking my time. Yes, Mwinga, you are right. It is 7. The actual time, we're going to follow this, what we've been given here. B is west of A. So when you're calculating time on your left side, okay, you subtract. Going to the west, you subtract, or to your left, you subtract. To the, what is this? To the east, you do what? You add. Okay. So we are going to do what? We are going to subtract. So I'm going to say 16 hours minus 7 what? 7 hours. Okay, 7 hours. This is also in hours. We're going to subtract. Why are we subtracting? Because this point B here, town B, is west of what? A. If this was 16 was at B and we were asked to calculate the time at A, which is on the eastern side, okay, or on the right side, would have added here, and the answer would have been 23. The answer would have been 23. Okay. Now 16 minus 7 is 9. So 9 what? 9 hours. 9 hours. Okay, Mwinga, you're saying 23. No, it's not 23, because I think I've explained. Siana, from Western Province. Yeah, it's 9 hours. You are correct. Okay, 9 hours. Let's go to question. Oh, we still have question B here. I thought we were done. So this is question A. You indicate nicely. Let's go to question B. Question B is saying the distance between P and Q is 3,600 nautical miles. Okay, nice. If an aeroplane flies from P to Q at 600 nautical miles per hour, which is in knots, how long will it take? This is simple. This is very simple. The formula for calculating speed is equals to distance covered over time taken. So when we want to calculate time here, so is time is equals to distance covered over speed. All right. So time is going to be, what is distance covered here? 3,600. So we're going to say 3,600 nautical miles. Okay, nautical miles over speed in knots. So 600 knots is nautical miles per what? Nautical miles per hour. So we can divide nautical miles and nautical miles. These two zeros and these two zeros will do what? Will cancel. How many times does 6 go into 36? Remember, you're not supposed to use a calculator in this paper. You're not supposed to use a calculator. So how many times does 6 go into 36? 6 times. Okay? So 6, the answer is 6 what? 6 hours. How long will it take? It will take 6 hours. That is the time. That's the time. Very good. You are correct. Let's go to question. I hope Mwinga, you've understood why the answer here is 9 hours and not 23. Let's go to question 11. Question 11 is saying the transpose of a matrix P is this. Write down the matrix P. This is simple. Write down the matrix P. So 11A, the transpose, which is PT here, transpose is 1 3 4 2 5 1 3 0 1. Okay, like this. This is what we're having. All right. Siamatimba Meru, hi, how are you? Where are you watching from? So this is the transpose. Now we are asked to write down the matrix. This is very simple. So what you need to know is that the first row here becomes the first column, where the first number here doesn't change position. So it will be 1 3 4. 1 3 4. Okay, then the second row here will also be becomes the second column, which will be 2 5 1. Then the last row here becomes the last column, which is 3 0 1, like this. Okay, now how can you know that you've answered the correct thing? You can know that you've done the correct thing when the first number here and the last don't change positions. Okay, they will just maintain positions, and this is the correct answer. It's just a mark, moreover. So let's go to question B. Question B, solve the equation. Sharoti Hamanjila, what time do you usually start every day? I want to be joining, please. Okay, so 13 hours we start. Okay, today we start a little bit late due to network problem. Okay, so 13 hours, we begin. Samela watching from Choma. Okay, thank you so much. Now let's proceed. Question B. We are asked to solve this equation. This equation is what? So this equation is 2 to the power 2x minus 1 is equals to 16. 16 to the power negative 2x. Look at this. This is simple. What are we supposed to do when you have this question? This is under equations involving indices. Make bases the same. Now, we have 2 here as a base. This side we have 16 as a base. Now, can you change 2 to a base of 16? No. Now, can 16 change to have a base of 2? Yes. Because 16 is the same as what? 2 to the power 4. So here you can say 2 to the power 2x, the way it is in the question, is equals to 16 is the same as 2 to the power 4. But we already have a power which is negative 2x here, so we're going to leave it the way it is. Then bases are the same, just get the power. Just get the powers. Okay? So when you get the powers, you're going to have 2x minus 1, which is this power, is equals to this side, which is 4 multiplied by negative 2x. All right. Negative 2x, I hope it's visible. Sometimes network trips. Okay? So here we have 2x minus 1 is equals to 4 times negative 2 is negative 8x. Okay? Collect the like terms. Collecting the like terms here, it will be 2x. The negative 8x crosses the cosine and becomes positive 8x is equals to this negative 1 will also cross the cosine and becomes positive 1. Very good. Then solve for before we solve for x, we can add here because they're like terms. So when you add here, we're going to have what? A 10x is equals to 1. Divide both sides by 10. Okay? X therefore is equals to 1 over 10. I hope it's visible. 1 over 10, and this is the answer. Okay. Let's go to question 12. Is this question 12? Yes, this is 11. So we can go to question 12. Okay. Wow. This is question 12. And we have 2 questions on question 12. We have question 1, 12A and B. Okay. So, before I solve this question, guys, we have an online class where we do revisions, okay, every day at night. So you can do well to join that class. By the way, it's not free. It's not free. It's at a fee. So just to get my line 0977 570152. Text me on WhatsApp. I'll respond. We revise chemistry, physics, biology, mathematics, paper 1 and paper 2, and civic education. Okay, that's what we offer. It's AOC, area of concentration. We just tackle examination questions and also give you guide. Let's proceed. 12A. The diagram below shows a sector A or B of the what? Of a circle with center O and the radius 7 centimeters. The area of the sector is 25 whole number 2 over 3 centimeters squared. Pi 22 over 7. Okay. So we're asked to find the angle here, to calculate the angle theta here. Simple. As long as you know the formula. So, the secret to solving mathematics paper 1, guys, is When you're multiplying, when you're multiplying and you know that you're going to divide at some point, don't multiply just to show that you're multiplying, because you're not using a calculator. When you find big numbers, they are difficult to do what? When you multiply numbers and you find the bigger number, it's difficult to do what? To divide. So this is what I mean. Let's calculate this. You understand what I'm saying. So the formula is area is equals to theta over 360 times pi r squared. This is the formula of area of the what? Area of a sector. Okay. Now where there is a here, substitute with area, which is 25. 2 over 3 is equals to, where there is theta here is the one we're calculating here. So just we're going to leave it as theta over 360 times what is the pi? 22 over 7. We've been given 22 over 7 there. So 22 over 7 times what is the radius? 7. So we're going to just say 7 squared is just 7 times 7. Okay, then I've just substituted. We can now start calculating. Calculating here is very simple. Very simple. How? The secret is this is a fraction. Write it in a mixed what? Improper fraction, by the way. 25 times 3 is 75, if I'm not mistaken. 75 plus 2, 77. So you're going to say 77 over 3 is equals to theta over 360. Okay, now look at this. 7, this 7 here can cancel with this 7. Can you notice that? So times 22 times 7. Now this one 2 over times 7. Yes. So let's cancel out. Let's divide before we complicate things. How many times does 2 go into 22? 11. How many times does 2 go into 360? 180. 180. So 180. So what you can do, don't use the calculator. I will show you everything. Don't worry. So we have 77 over 3 is equals to the angle we are calculating over 180 here multiplied by 11 times 7. Here we can multiply because we've seen 77 here, and 7 times 11 is giving us 77. So let's put this one over 1 so that it becomes a fraction as well. So let's multiply. Do you know that when you multiply, here there's an equal sign, so you can cross multiply. 3 times theta times 77. Do you know that? So it will be 3 times, so let's start 77 times the angle calculating is equal to 77 times 180 times 1, which is just 77 times 180 times 1, which is just just leaving it the way it is. Then don't multiply. Remember what I've told you? Divide by 3 times 77, 3 times 77. You are making it simple. By the way, this is the type of question where you're supposed to answer it after solving a lot of questions. Okay, after solving a number of questions, this should be the last. It's 2 marks, but you spend time. Okay, you spend time, but it's easy. Now look at this. Here we're just remaining with the angle we're calculating, which is theta. Now check, 77 and 77 will cancel. 3 can go into 18 6 times. So 3 here 1, 3 into 6 into 18 6 times, and we have a 0, so it becomes 60 degrees, and this is the answer. Simple, right? The key is don't multiply. Okay, just to show that you are multiplying. This is mathematics paper 1. Kafendera kamwana ka muntu pang'ono pang'ono kafika na question B kabeka yangana jere ni question bwanje. Then this is social and commercial arithmetics. Okay, then the question is saying Ngiwezi invested 14,500 kwacha in a business firm. The condition was that if she left her shares in the firm for 12 months, what will happen? A profit of 5% would be added to her shares. Okay, so what? How much will she get at the end of 12 months? Simple. So let's calculate the 5% of this amount. Since you are asked in a year, she has to get what? 5%. Okay. Then here we are asked for 1 year. So what you need to do, just calculate 5% of this. So 5% over 100 what? Percent times the 14,500 quarter. Forget about the 2 zeros here after a decimal point. They just confuse you when calculating. Add them at the end. So these 2 zeros and these 2 zeros will cancel. Why removing these 2 zeros? Because you're going to confuse these 2 zeros and these 2 zeros and cancel out these 2 zeros and these. I hope you're getting the point. Okay, so after cancelling this, we can just multiply here. What is 5 times 5 is 25, so we're going to say 5 carry 2. What is 5 times 4 is 20 plus 2, 22, so 2 carry 2. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 2, 7, so it is this. This is the 5%. Okay, this is the 5%. Now we are asked to calculate what? We are asked to calculate the total amount. So we need to add. This is the 5%. Now what is the actual amount? We are going to add 14,500 plus this, the 5%, which is 72500. So when you add here, we're going to have 00. Then even here we're going to have 5, 2. This is also a 2 if I'm not mistaken, because 5 plus 7 is 12, so 2 carry 1. 4 plus 1, 5, so 15,225 kwacha. This is the answer. Okay, this is the amount she's going to what? To receive. Kafendira kamwana ka muntu kafenda na question for is 14. Okay, question 13 rather. Question 13 is circle theorems. Circle theorems. And the diagram and the question is saying the diagram below shows a circle with tangent RWS. This tangent here, where you can see the points VWX and Y are on the circle, such that angle WY XYW is 44. We can see here XYW here is 44. VWY here is 45. Nice. What else here? Can we given SWV here as 39 degrees. Okay, simple. What's the question? The question is saying calculate angle W, which is RVWX. Where is that one? R here, WX here. So they want us to calculate this angle here, the external angle. Okay, so now what property are you going to use to calculate this angle? Listen, guys, we have a tangent here at W. It's forming a tangent, by the way, is a line touching a circle at a single point. So this is where it's forming a tangent. Check. If you have a chord, I want you to understand, a chord is a line which is this one. Okay, a line just cutting a part of a circle. So this is a chord, this is what we are having here, and the angle is forming inside here. This chord, the angle is forming is equal to the external angle here. So if this is 44 degrees here, even the external angle here is what? 44. So teacher, you're trying to say if here is 39, even this side here is 39. You are correct. Check. This is another arc here. This is another sector. Then not really sector. This is another segment. Check. This is another segment which is arising from the tangent here up to this point. So, and this is forming an angle here at x. So since it's forming an angle at x and it's arising from this line, then this external angle here is equal to this. So even here is what? Even here is 39 degrees. Okay, then here is 44 degrees. What else is so special about this? Before we even answer this question, check. We have this segment here. Okay, this segment, and we have this angle which is arising from this part up to this point. Okay, this angle here, angle V, and from the same point we have this angle up to this point. We are having 44. So one of the properties of the circle is saying angles in the same segment are what? Equal, bounded by the same segment are equal. So even here is 44 degrees. 44 degrees. So are you trying to say if here is 54, even here is 54? Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Check. You have this, just that it's not drawn here. The line is not what? It's not drawn. We have a line which is coming from this point, going to this, then up to this point. So you have this angle here. Then you have another line coming from rising from Y, going to this point, then back to this, so forming this angle 54. So even here it is what? 54 degrees. Having this information, it is very simple to answer this question. Now, this does not come by osmosis, guys. This information doesn't come by osmosis. It comes by practicing, knowing theorem, each theorem, theorem by theorem. Okay? Now, let's now answer the questions. RWX, R here, RWX is 44. So, A angle RWX is equals to 44 degrees. 44 degrees. Then question B is saying XVW. Where is X? X here, VW is 44. Because here is what? 44. So XVW is also 44 degrees. Simple. It's also 44 degrees. What's the last question? The last question is saying YXW, where is Y? Or YXW, this angle up to this point. You see, we didn't have any angle here. We didn't have any angle. This 39 is coming because of this 39. This 39 external angle here, opposite external angle, is equals to this one interior angle. Then this one is coming from 54 this 54 here. All right, angles in the same segment are equal. So you have this, so you can just multiply, add. So you have yxw as 39 plus 54 degrees, and this is 9 plus 4 is 13, so you can just write it 3, carry 1. 3 plus 5 is 8 plus 1, 9, so 93 degrees, and this is the answer. Okay, guys, if you are still together up to this point and you are enjoying and you have not subscribed, why are you not subscribing? By the way, just subscribe if you are enjoying. If you're not enjoying, why subscribing to things you're not enjoying? So let's go to question 14. Okay, question 14 is saying the ratio of the heights of two containers that are geometrically similar is 2 to 3. So this is the ratio 2 to 3 of heights. If the surface area of a smaller container is 80 centimeters squared, or square centimeters, find the surface area of the larger container. Simple. So this one is in the form of A to B. Okay, ratio of their sides, which is just height in this case. Now, how do you make sure that you answer this one correct? You answer correctly using what you've been given. So here you've been given area, so we need to convert this one to ratio of their what? Area, which is A squared to B squared. So we're going to square these two. 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9. Now we can calculate the area. So we can say 4 is equivalent to what? The surface area of a smaller what? Container, which is 80. Then 9 is equivalent to what? We don't know. So let's just write x. Then cross multiply. Cross multiply. 4 times x is 4x. What is 9 times 8? Hello, don't. And again I say, do not multiply. This is mathematics paper 1. Just to show that you are doing what? You are multiplying. Just write 9 times 80. Because when you multiply 9 times 8 here and find, is it 720? Yes, 720. It will be very difficult for you to divide 4 into what? 720. But here it will be easy when you just show. This is the secret to answering mathematics paper 1. Even if you know how to divide, you waste the time in the exam. So, over 4 over 4. X, 4 cancel. X therefore is equals to, you see, now it's easy. You know that 4 can go into 8. 4 here, 1. 4 into 8, 2. So you have a 20 here because of this 0. Then you can multiply 9 times 2 is 18. So 1, 0 with this, 1, 8 and this 0 becomes 180 square. And this is the answer. You see, mathematics paper 1 is simple, guys. All right. I think we're going to end here in this part 2. Tomorrow we're going to continue with the part 3. So part 3 we're going to look at part B of question 4 or question 14, which is what's this one? Transformation, then variation, functions, bearings. We're going also to look at calculus, coordinate geometry. Then we have this linear programming about inequalities. Okay, all right. So we just need to complete this question paper by tomorrow. Okay, guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. This is the only way you can help the channel grow and support. All right, don't forget to share with your friends whom you think may benefit from the same content. Thank you so much. May God bless you as you revise.